Hi, and welcome back to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Curse Words, Issue 2. So, first off, amazing cover. I'm not sure if you can make out the card with the middle finger, but
I'm sure they can.
I love it. I think it's awesome. So, jumping right on into the comic, we get to see what exactly happened to the stadium full of people. Yeah, they're all still alive. That little rock he was holding was actually the miniaturized stadium with everyone still inside it. So no, he did not kill anyone. And the last thing, the last issue I thought for sure he had just straight up smited everyone. I mean, and that's honestly the best way to put what happened in that last issue, but he could not allow all of those people to witness him murdering Cornwall, because then they'd fear him, and he couldn't allow that to happen. And Marguerite tells him that that was broadcast on TV, and there could have been millions of people watching that game. You know, it's not exactly something that he can just hush up. And he says that he knows, and he's going to fix it. So, we get back on into the whole world. Yes, it's called the whole world in this issue. And we see Shizaji's, yes, that is his name, and all of his different followers, like Ruby, and I cannot remember what this guy's name is, but yeah. So I gotta tell you, this is probably the weakest part of this entire issue. Shizaji's, what the hell? Why is he written like this? And the way they're supposed to be evil. They're all supposed to be evil. I thought they would sound very menacing, very calculating, but they kind of just sound like a bunch of eager children or a bunch of bratty teenagers. So continuing on, Wizard needs a giant sapphire. So they make a list of the largest sapphires within the world. And of course, the largest sapphire in the world is owned by a dictator. And the sapphire can't just be taken by force. It has to willingly be given to Wizard. So Wizard wants to make an exchange with him, and he tells him to make a wish. So the dictator responds with, he wants to be 20 again. And Marguerite pulls him aside. And then we get to see more of the story. We get to see Ruby and Wizard's history together, and what exactly sapphires mean to them power-wise, what gems mean power-wise, and just a little bit of that in there. But back to Wizard and Marguerite. Marguerite tells him all about the dictator, that he's not a good guy, and he's killed so many people. He's actually been banished to the island that he's on currently, and the reason why he has so many armed guards is everyone's trying to kill him because he's such a bad man. And Wizard thinks about it. And then Marguerite tells him that in order to fix the bad thing that Wizard did is helping out this evil dictator and causing possibly way worse things to happen, is that really the right way to set everything right? And Wizard decides he's got to think about this for a second. He takes off his glasses. He looks into the man, his history, his spirit, his crazy bloodlust. I mean, this is a really bad man. So he's decided he knows what to do. So he uses his staff and he zaps the dictator. And he says, there, you're 20. So he's actually copied this man and made 19 extra versions of him. He then takes the sapphire, saying, "This is now mine." And Marguerite asks him, was that really the right solution? What if they all decide to team up and work together? And Wizard tells him that's not going to happen because he looked inside this man. And he's a monster. Within the next few minutes, only one will remain, maybe less. So as they're exiting, you actually get to see each version of this dictator pulling out different weapons and murdering the others. He really is a monster. He's even willing to kill himself just to be the last version of himself. So we get back to Shizajiz, which, wow, interesting name. And we see this really weird color tubing system that's connected to him. Basically, it looks like all of these things are connecting to him, and they're leading through, and they're each color coded, each of them being a different color. And he picks up the blue one and he says, "Damn you, wizard, this is going to hurt." He pulls out a dagger, and back with Wizard and Margaret, Wizard's using the gem that he got from the dictator, and he casts a spell, pointing it at the miniaturized stadium with everyone still inside it. And as he's casting his spell, Shizajiz is cutting the blue cord, the sapphire color cord that is coming from him, and he's screaming in pain. And we get to see this panel of Wizard's magic, the cord, Shizajiz in pain, and then we get to see what exactly happened to all these people. And they're all taken out of their suspended animation, and they all exit the stadium just to see they're in some kind of crazy dreamlike world. I gotta tell ya, yeah, I'd be okay with this. I mean, they got unicorns running around, they've got angels, a really pretty castle. I mean, kind of seems like a plus. Kind of seems like a way better world than what we have today. But, you know, that's just me. I think that looks beautiful, personally. And one of them says, this sure as hell ain't Queens. Nope. And Wizard's holding the bottle that contains the stadium and the spell within it, and he says that it's done. He hands it to Marguerite, and Marguerite's talking about how beautiful it is. Then we get to see the severed cord, and Wizard screaming out in pain. Shizajiz also screaming out in pain, with a now severed cord no longer attached to him. And Marguerite rushes to Wizard's side, asking him whether or not he's all right. And we get to find out what Shizajiz did. He took away Wizard's magic. So, what is this gonna mean for Wizard? Trying to help protect the world from being destroyed by Shizajiz and all of his disciples. Is he going to get his powers back? Can he get his powers back? We now know that somehow they were all associated with Shizajiz. Can Shizajiz just sever everyone and have all the magic for himself? What exactly is this going to mean moving forward? But I gotta tell you, I like the parts with Wizard and Margaret. I love them. However, Shizajiz and his disciples are written very poorly in this issue. I mean, way worse than what they were in the first issue. So I gotta tell you, not as good as the first issue. I still really enjoyed the art, and I did enjoy Marguerite and Wizard, but just I mean, Shizuchi's kind of sounded like a pissed off teenager in it. That was kind of a letdown for me. So hopefully issue 3 picks back up and Shizuchi's and all his disciples are badasses, but, you know, evil magical lords. I would like him to seem more like an evil magical lord and not like a poorly written guy. Basically, what if the Dark Lord, what if Voldemort said whatever in Harry Potter? That is basically how bad Shizuchi's is written in this issue. If you want any example, any point of reference, that's how bad this is for Shizuchi's in this issue. But give me a like if you like this review. Comment below and tell me what you thought of this issue. Did you have the same issues that I did? Did you pick up this cover? I love this cover, mind you. Are you also concerned about Wizard? Do you think he's going to get his powers back? Tell me more about it. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of the older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. And until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.